You mentioned some names earlier. I'd love to go back and hear some Roddy Piper stories and Curt Hennig stories. Any good
Oh,
stories from those two guys?
none that I can tell.
How'd you
No,
meet Roddy? How'd you become friends with him?
I was working in North Carolina. First, second match, and he just took a shine to me. I liked him, he liked me, and that's how we first met. I was probably just turned 21, and life was great. I riding with Roddy Piper, Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, Jane Youngblood, Big John Studd, Blackjack Mulligan, Kempatera, all those guys, I looked up to.
What about
You know,
Curt Hennig? Any good stories?
oh, oh, yeah, we had Oregon was nice because it was short trips, but I'd been there before with my dad. When I was 16 years old, I went to a lower high school, and I knew what it was like there. I know it rained all the time, like a drizzle, especially in November, December. And but Curt, everybody used to ride together, and Curt was a heck of a card player. He could. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where it was, but with cards, he always won. Always took my money. We had a great time. We were so young, and it was just like every day was Christmas. Every day was your birthday or somebody's birthday, Christmas Day. Every day was Christmas.
Wow. How is it wrestling Harley Race for the NWA title?
The first time I wrestled in was in West Palm Beach, and the winner of the Battle Royal got to wrestle Harley Race, and so Dusty got us all in the dressing rooms, and he says, "Scott, you're going to win the Battle Royal tonight." He said, "Yeah." He said, "You're wrestling Harley." He said, "You it's an honor just to be in the same ring with him." I said, "Yeah, Dusty, I know." And I wrestled Harley Race in the main event at West Palm Beach. It was great. I worked with Harley so many different times that he wouldn't give a finish. He said, "I'll call it in the ring." So we had no idea. He just listened to the master,
Right.
and I don't think guys can work like that now.
No,
Uh,
definitely not.
I, it was different back then, and especially around 1980, because in those days you could wrestle till you was in your early 50s. Just going from territory to territory to territory, and that was Austin Idol told me when I came back from England. He said, "Listen," he said, "in a couple of years," he said, "the only place you're gonna be able to work is New York." Once Vince went to all the territories, uh, he said, yeah. And I said, oh, Austin, you're just full of it. It'll never happen. And of course, he was absolutely correct. You know, that's what happened. You know, the money, like went the when I went to wrestle for George Scott, who was booking for Vince. My first check, like I'd worked on top in Florida, and you know I'd make I never ever got more than $1,500. That's working, yeah. That's working 7 days, twice on Wednesdays, and then when I went and worked for Vince, my first check was $2,500, and this is working first and second match. You know, so
Right.
you know the money. I never seen so much money. And I've got, and I know like Paul Orndorff was making 50 grand a week. You know, working. You know, when he worked
Hogan.
that program with
Yeah.
Hogan, but you know, that kind of money. I mean, you think it's gonna last? You think it's gonna last forever? You know,